The hotel I'm in today, I've reviewed a hotel from this brand before. So I thought I'd do you a different one to see how they compare. I'm also in a situation I've been in before as well. I'm back in this area again next week. So do I stay here next week or do I find somewhere else? Stay tuned to find out. Hi everybody, this is Craig. Welcome back to Craigslife and welcome to another hotel room review. I am in the Crowne Plaza and I am in Reading in Berkshire. I am here for 3 nights and I'm also back in this area again next week for 3, possibly even 4 nights. Now I haven't booked my hotel for next week and that kind of depends on what my stay is going to be like here. I've already stayed here 1 night already, so I thought by doing it that way I can give you more of a realistic view as to what this room is really like. So as I've already said, this is a Crowne Plaza. Now as far as the IHG group, International Hotels, you've got Holiday Inn Express, Holiday Inn, and Crowne Plaza is the upper of their brands. You may have seen my video where I was in the Crowne Plaza in Basingstoke, which actually is not that far away from here actually, probably about 20-30 miles, not sure exactly, but this particular room, which is a standard room, it is actually right on the banks of the River Thames, which is just over there, but on this side and this side there's actually quite a main road. This has cost me £83.92 per night for the 3 nights that I'm here. Now I know that's a little bit steep, but there are some other hotels which are more in the centre of Reading which I could have stayed in, but they don't have parking. This has got free parking. And I don't really like the idea of leaving my car unattended in a multi-storey car park for 3-4 days on a row and just leave it. I just don't like the idea of that. So that's why I chose this particular one, because it does actually have the free parking. Now because this hotel is also on quite a busy main road, I did ask for a quieter room. As I say, they've got main roads that way and the River Thames over here. At the side, outside of this window, you have a side road which leads down to the River Thames. Opposite is the hotel car park. Unfortunately, directly underneath where I am here is the bins. Now you may be able to hear it at later points during this video, but they have just been smashing loads of glass into the bins, and I had the noise of the dustbin men waking me up this morning and loading, and then last night with the road down here down to the car parks there were some rather loud boy racers charging up and down with their cars with their very loud exhaust. So this is far from being a quiet room. But let's have a little look at this room. So I'm in the main part of the room. I've got this nice comfy chair. Okay, now I've sat on it for a few minutes. I don't think I can sit on this for very long because there's very little padding there, a nice reading lamp above me. But let's have a little look at the rest of the room and see what we think. So here is the bed. It's just a standard double. It's not bad. The pillows, they've seen better days, in all honesty. I mean, they're a bit lumpy, and I actually had to swap several of the pillows last night to try and get one that was half decent. I think this one was originally over here. Some of them are even worse than that. So the pillows are not particularly good. I also wasn't sure at first whether there was any plug socket, so I had to bring my extension lead out of my bag and plug it in. But on closer inspection, there are plug sockets directly underneath here, but I didn't even notice them because they're so far underneath you can quite easily miss. But there are plug sockets next to the bed anyway. Here's the desk. Nothing unusual about this. I was actually sitting here doing some work last night. Because it's curved, you have your laptop like this square up, but then so I'm sitting like this. A little bit weird, but anyway, it doesn't matter too much. Nice lamp here. There's the switch. There's the switch. Interestingly enough, here you've got a compartment that opens up. You've got a push up little button like that, and inside of there is your hairdryer directly in front of the mirror, which is fair enough. And then you just close that back up and push that lock down. That's fair enough, but do you know what? I haven't seen locks like that in a, catches like that where you... That's the sort of thing you see in a caravan or a travel trailer, depending on which part of the world you're in. A little bit unusual for a hotel, not a problem. Let's have a look at the rest of it. So I'm facing directly opposite the bed. A little bit disappointed with the size of the TV, although it is quite a small room, so that's not the end of the world. It must be about 26 inch. One of the things I don't like about this particular TV is it's geared up as being a hotel TV, which means you can only watch what comes through it from the hotel. So I've actually taken to the point now of bringing my Amazon Fire Stick with me that I can plug in on the HDMI, hook up to the hotel's Wi-Fi, which in this hotel is pretty good, hook up to the hotel's Wi-Fi and watch whatever through my Amazon Fire Stick. Because this TV is locked, I can't change the selector to use the HDMI input. Although there is an input select button on here, this clearly says on here, Hotel TV, there you go, you can clearly see it says it. This is not an LG remote, as the LG TV. I can't change the input, so I can't use my Fire Stick. It's a little bit disappointing. Underneath the cupboard here we've got these same push-in latches, which I said was a little bit unusual, but we do have a mini fridge with, as you can see, my bottles of water inside of there. That's useful to have, especially as it's quite warm outside. This particular room is actually a linked connect room, so through here we've got the connection into the room next door. Here we've got the wardrobe with the same push latches that we've seen before, and we've got plenty of hanging space, good selection of hangers, tea, coffee, safe, storage, and an iron and an ironing board. This bathroom is very small, even for hotel standards. It's also a little bit dated. There are some good features in it, but it's pretty standard. You've got the normal basin here, toilet is right here. Here behind me there is a heated towel rail. Now it's warm outside, it's 23, 24 degrees, and when I arrived yesterday this towel rail was on, so it was really hot in here and I couldn't turn it off. You'll notice I've got my hand on it now, so at last they have actually turned them off. Here's also something really unusual. The toilet's here, and you would kind of expect the flush to be here or here, but it's here. I mean, I don't get it. Why is it? Why wouldn't it be? I don't get it. I'm going to do the rest of this from behind the back of the camera because there's a couple of things I want you to see. So from behind the back of the camera, you do have quite a large, nice mirror here. And the good thing about this particular mirror as well is that the whole middle section is a demist, so that is a really good point. You've also got your toiletries here. So we've got happy, alive, and calm. If that's you first thing in the morning, then fair enough. I think I can manage about one of those, and that's usually alive. Here is, I'm just going to close the door, the shower. Pretty standard, but unfortunately, as we can see as we look up, there's quite a lot of damage across there. So I don't quite know what has happened there. There were also, I don't know if this is the case now, quite a lot of insects within the bath. There were dead flies within the toilet, and there was ants running around in the bath yesterday as well. Not exactly a cleanest of environments when you want to clean yourself. Screens, no, not in this one. They're curtains. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I've certainly seen worse. Before I give this hotel a score, I want to give a shout out to one of my followers here on YouTube. I want to say hello to John. John has watched a lot of my videos and has also sent a few comments. Thanks for your feedback, John. I appreciate it. One of the things that he asked me is, have I been around the room with my black light? Well, at the moment I haven't, because it's too light, so I wouldn't really see anything. I have actually been into the bathroom with my black light, and I'm going to put on a few pictures now that I've taken inside of the bathroom. So what you can see is things that we've got the toilet seat, we've got just to the area just to the left and the side of the toilet seat, and also on top of the bin. So as we can see, as we're looking at it, we can actually see what looks like an awful lot of splashing. And you would think that this might be splashing, say, from people going to the toilet, but actually on closer examination, when I looked at it, it moves. So it's not that. I think it's just dust, and that probably explains the fact that there's a few dead insects in the toilet. Maybe this room hasn't actually been let out for quite a while. Also with this room, there is the only heating and cooling is actually from an air conditioning system. I have brought my own fan. That's another question that I've been asked. I've brought my own fan. I'm going to use it tonight. So thanks very much, John, for your support. Thanks very much for your shout outs, and I'm going to try and see if I can get any more pictures using the black light. Having said that, gone over the rest of the bathroom with the black light, it does look fairly clean. So that, on that score, I'm actually quite pleased about. Now, if you saw my review of the Crowne Plaza in Basingstoke, you'll notice although it was an older-fashioned building from the outside, this looks like it may be an 80s building, early 80s. It had been recently redone inside. This particular one I'm disappointed with, because I've stayed in Holiday Inn Express and Holiday Inns which are to a better standard than this. As Crowne Plaza, which is top of the tree, I would expect a little bit more than this. So, two questions remain. One, what score am I going to give this hotel? And two, am I going to stay here again next week for 3, maybe 4 nights? The first question that I'm going to answer is the score. 1 being the worst, 5 being the best. 3. I'm a little bit disappointed. I'm also disappointed at the fact when I asked for a quiet room, I haven't been given a quiet room. I'm a little bit disappointed that maybe the room wasn't refreshed before somebody came in. There is some dust. Disappointed the fact that the bed and the pillows, the bed seems okay, but the pillows, I think they need replacing. They really are not up to a very good standard. Shame about the TV, but the amenities are here, and the mini fridge is really useful. The hairdryer, if you need it. There's USB power points on here. Not much good though if I want to charge my phone next to the bed, but you know, that's what I've got my adapter for. But as a whole, there are certain things that I'm disappointed with, so I'm only going to give it a 3. Maybe at a push 3.5, because it's not that bad. There's a lot of rough edges on it. The burning question is, am I going to stay here again next week when I come back down to this area? No, I'm not. Because I found another hotel that I haven't reviewed before, just outside of Reading, which is actually would cost me for 4 nights the same as what this has cost for 3. I didn't notice that one on my booking site before, because I thought it was too far away. But after now look at it, it's only about 5 miles away. So I think that's probably where I'm going to stay next time. So this is the Crowne Plaza in Reading. As I say, I'm a little bit disappointed with it. Expected a little bit more when you compare it to the likes of the Holiday Inn, but there we go. So that concludes this video. I'll also, as per usual, leave the link down below. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Look forward to seeing you again right here on Craigslife. Bye bye.